What's up? Alex here. Now, I'm sitting here in the park at about 10 AM in the morning here in Poland. And it's a lovely day, lovely morning. And I'm sitting with my arm up in front of me, carrying a fairly hefty camera with a big old microphone on the top of it. And you might say that I look a little bit out of place in a way. Everyone's sort of walking to work, or they're getting their errands done and walking through the park, and there are very few other people sitting around filming themselves in a rather narcissistic looking manner. At least that's the thought that's coming to my mind, the self-aware thought, self-conscious thought. And it got me thinking about what I'm doing and what's interesting about what I'm doing. And I've just finished recording another video which you can catch up on. But what's funny about this is that I realize that I'm actually I feel a little bit uncomfortable doing this, and I'm also feeling the sense that I'm rushing through this, because in my mind there's the thought that says, this isn't real work. I need to rush home, kind of get this out of the way, get this weird filming stuff done and wrapped up quickly, so that I can get back and become a normal functioning member of society, working in my home office, doing normal human things. And it got me thinking, that would be an interesting topic to talk about. Like, where in our lives are we doing things that we enjoy? Because I love doing these videos. I love sort of starting conversations with you guys. But I don't think I've ever really seen this as real work. And that's interesting, because there might be other people out there who are also drawn to certain things that don't look very conventional, that don't conform with the herds and the masses, and we can feel self-conscious about those things. But this is really interesting, because what happens when you follow the crowd? What happens? You conform, and you end up doing everything. You end up doing things that everyone else is doing, and you end up not standing out, and you don't really get very far in many cases, because you are competing, and competition tends to create homogeneity. It tends to create similar products, and everyone's sort of copying each other. And the reason they're copying each other, the reason competition thrives so well in human society, is because people are doing things that don't feel, for the most part, self-conscious. People are looking to fit in. People are looking to knock down the nail that sticks out. And this, for me, is opportunity. Whenever there is discomfort, whenever there is a sense of fear, whenever there's a sense of, oh, I'm doing something a little bit weird here, this is odd, I don't really feel like I'm fitting in. Good. That is a sign that you're moving towards an edge that holds opportunity for you. If something is self-conscious for you, that shows that you're moving away from the general population, the general public, and there is opportunity there. There is opportunity to really stand out and do something that no one else is doing, or very few others are doing, in which case you will more easily rise to the top of the mountain in that sense. You'll be seen more, you'll be outstanding in your work. And it might be that initially that kind of work is not really seen until later on, when you've developed the skills to really show it off. But either way, if it feels uncomfortable and you feel like you're being a bit odd, and it sort of stands out, and you're kind of sticking out like a sore thumb, explore it and don't rush it. As I said, I was sitting here about to kind of pack up and rush home and carry on the normal day, but I've just realized that sitting here in a park bench on a cold Monday morning is part of what I do. I am a teacher and a mentor, and part of my work is sharing videos so that I can reach a wider audience and speak to more of you guys who need help and some ideas and some clarity. And yes, it feels weird, me sitting on a bench, and I kind of like my arm is hurting because I'm holding this camera up, and my fingers are starting to fall off. But this is good. This is something worth pursuing. This is something worth accepting and acknowledging and falling in love with. Because there's not only opportunity in standing out and moving towards your edges in things that are uncomfortable, but it's also worth acknowledging that this strange work, this unusual work, is really worth factoring in with a bit more care into your life and maybe doing more of it, because, as I said, like there's opportunity wrapped up in it. There's the potential to really stand out. So notice those things that you're doing, that you're drawn to, that you might be deprioritizing because it looks a bit weird, and it's like, oh, why would you spend, you know, a morning doodling cartoons or, you know, writing fiction when you need to be getting on with serious stuff? Well, you know, everyone else is doing all the serious, boring stuff, and they're gonna, you know, die with the music still in them. But why don't you spend your time exploring that music, that strangeness, that weirdness? Who was it that said follow your weird? Absolutely, follow your weird. Do more of what makes you feel weird. Do more of what makes you feel unconscious, because you're really onto something. That's it from me today, guys. Do subscribe to these videos if this flicked a switch on with you, and do like this video if you liked it. Any comments, welcome to seeing them below, and I'll interact with you guys. I read all my comments. It's an absolute pleasure as always. Speak soon.